Hi everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. We have a lot of juicy royal tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So King Charles and Queen Camilla made their very final appearance for the summer at the Sandringham Flower Show. Now this year, the Sandringham Flower Show is celebrating its 140th year and is expected to attract around 20,000 visitors. Now, many of the area's leading nurseries and horticulture specialists exhibit at the show, which features display gardens by leading designers, hundreds of trade and charity stands, a craft marquee, main area events, children's entertainment, and a police band. Now, in the Royal Marquee, the competitions are hosted to judge vegetables and fruit, flowers, and floral art, which are all grown by locals. The Amateurs Marquee features a display competition with local gardening and horticulture clubs competing to be judged for best in show, and all of the profits from the show are donated to local charities. Now, there was an adorable moment where Queen Camilla got a fit of the giggles. She noticed one of the pies on display had a remarkable resemblance to her husband, King Charles. She even brought him over to look at the pie in this adorable moment. I love the fact that Charles and Camilla can laugh. They have a sense of humor. They don't get offended. It is adorable to watch the two of them together, but she definitely said, "It looks just like my husband," and Charles came over and he thought it was funny. So I love to see the interaction with the two of them. Now, the pie that was on display had been decorated as a pastry crown with embellishments and facial features, including a smile. I think it looks a lot like King Charles. What do you think? But overall, it looked like the event was very, very successful. Well, Prince Harry has suffered a huge blow as the judge has ruled against half of his legal case against the news group newspapers. A judge has ruled that Prince Harry's lawsuit against the British tabloid newspapers can proceed to trial. However, a large portion of his lawsuit has been denied. Now, the Duke is suing the news group newspapers, the publisher of The Sun and the now defunct News of the World, over allegations it used illegal methods like phone hacking to gather information about him. Now, while the High Court ruled on Thursday the lawsuit will go to trial in January, Harry suffered a huge loss when the phone hacking claims, a central part of his case, has been dismissed. You know, when you go to court with no evidence, that's what happens, Harry. You look like a royal arse. It was quite embarrassing to see Prince Harry on the stand acting like, when they asked him a question, his evidence, and he literally said he was there to find out. You don't have a lawsuit to find out things. You have a lawsuit because you think you have evidence to win a case. Someone didn't explain the basic premise of a lawsuit to Prince Harry, and it was painfully obvious that they don't care. His lawyer, David Sherborne, Elton John, Meghan Markle, you know, he has people around him who like to wind him up and send him out. They don't care about Prince Harry, in my opinion. It's all about moolah for those people. Prince Harry does not have good people in his corner. He has a bunch of yes people. As long as they're getting paid, they don't care about the outcome. Prince Harry has six concurrent lawsuits. That is a whole lot of lawsuits, guys. And you know who's benefiting from those lawsuits? His attorney, David Sherborne. That's right. And his other legal team. They're making thousands upon thousands of dollars off the backs of Prince Harry's ignorance. And he's like a dog with a bone. He just wants to go and get them. He's got to protect Meghan. He's got to protect her from the evil press, you know, his arch nemesis. So anything he can do to get a kick at him, he's going to do, even though it's a lost cause and they're fighting an uphill battle with no evidence. They convinced him to take the stand, which was unprecedented, unheard of, for a royal to take the stand with no evidence. He made such a fool of himself. I kind of felt sorry for him because y'all know they set him up. They set him up to look like a royal fool. Meghan wasn't there supporting him. Nope, he was by himself, okay? And he was set up by people like Elton John and his attorney, who are all making money off of Harry's humiliation. They don't really care if he wins. They just want him to publicly go out there and make a fool of himself. In my opinion, you know, he's only doing it for Meghan's honor. He's only doing it because he's trying to get a kick in on his personal vendetta with the British media. This court case was going back 20 years, which was way past the limitations for a lawsuit. His attorneys had to know that. He had no evidence. His attorneys had to know that. So the fact they put him on the stand, knowing they were going to lose, is mind-blowing. You can't convince me that this attorney, who's supposed to be really good at his job, didn't have a clue they had a very weak case. But instead they went full steam ahead and they put him out there. And now they're going to go back to court in January to continue the fight. Harry could lose up to $1 million on just this lawsuit alone in legal fees, guys. That is a lot of money. But again, he's surrounded by yes people, people who don't have his best interest at heart. They're just winding him up for their own purposes. And I believe this is going to contribute majorly to his downfall and possibly a divorce, in my opinion. Because Harry's going to keep on losing. Like I said, the dominoes are going to keep falling. He's already lost one of his lawsuits with the Home Office, but he's still going ahead with another one. Again, 6 lawsuits at one time. That is a lot of lawsuits. I don't know anybody who has 6 lawsuits who's not an attorney. So while the High Court ruled on Thursday the lawsuit will go to trial, Prince Harry suffered a major loss with the phone hacking claims, which was a central part of his lawsuit, and it has been dismissed. Now, Prince Harry's legal action against NGN is one of the various lawsuits he has launched against the British tabloid media over alleged breaches of privacy, including the Mirror Group newspapers. Once again, it's a personal vendetta that he's doing back from his childhood. That's my opinion. Now, another part of the lawsuit that was dismissed was Prince Harry's claim there was a secret deal that was struck between Buckingham Palace, meaning the Queen, his late grandmother, and NGN executives, which Harry had argued had stopped him from taking legal action sooner. Again, this definitely did not hold up in court as you have no evidence. Hearsay, opinions, I think, maybe, probably, those are not things that are going to win a lawsuit. So NGN has previously denied the existence of such an agreement. So a spokesperson for the newspaper group has described the ruling as a significant victory for the company. The High Court has today, in a significant victory for NGN, dismissed the Duke of Sussex's phone hacking claims against both the News of the World and the Sun. As we reach the tail end of litigation, NGN is drawing a line under disputed matters, some of which date back more than 20 years ago. Trial is set for January, where Prince Harry is going to go head-to-head once again with the NGN group with his claims they invaded his privacy through illegal means such as hiring private investigators. Let's hope Prince Harry has a lot more proof this time, but I really do think he has another weak case and the dominoes are falling. And like I said, once the first major domino falls, the other ones fall very, very fast. Now again, you would think his attorney would ask him, do you want to do this, Harry? This is an uphill battle. But I believe Harry is still on a mission. He thinks he's a social justice warrior. He's fighting the legal system. But at the end of the day, he's really fighting himself, and he's contributing to his downfall. In my opinion, this is definitely going to be a huge financial mistake for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, because if they start losing all of these lawsuits, it could be upwards of $20 million. Literally the advance he got for writing the book Spare, just flushing it down the toilet on legal fees. And quite frankly, I don't think him and Meghan have that kind of money to throw around. But who knows, Harry, maybe you'll win a pound just like Meghan did in her lawsuit. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is a dead end and a mistake for Prince Harry to keep going down this road? Is the Hollywood honeymoon over for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, as all the A-listers and allies that they once had are now scarce, and it's been crickets over there in Hollywood with nobody coming out for Harry and Meghan's support? Things have gotten so bad in Hollywood for Harry and Meghan. They believe there's a secret saboteur who is out there trying to undermine all of their success in projects in Hollywood. Well, Harry and Meghan, all you got to do is look in the mirror and you'll see the two people who have pretty much effed up your Hollywood dream. It is you two grifters who have pretty much effed up your amazing opportunity that you were given not once, but twice. They effed up the opportunity to be rock star royals on a worldwide stage with a huge platform to make a real difference in the world, to go to Hollywood and crash and burn 3.5 years later to pretty much no success. The only success they've had is trashing the royal family. They have no real talent, and everyone knows it. The problem is, when Harry and Meghan came to Hollywood after Megxit, they pretty much were asking Hollywood elites to choose a side. Either your team Harry and Meghan or your team royal family. The problem is, Harry and Meghan failed to realize the only thing that made them interesting and unique was the fact that they were royal. That Prince Harry was the son of Princess Diana and the grandson of Queen Elizabeth II, and that Meghan Markle, who was an ex-C-level showgirl, is now a duchess married to a royal prince. So when they came over to Hollywood in 2020, they were interesting, they were fascinating, they had that royal magic fairy dust, that mystique of being a royal brought to the couple. However, that quickly has faded. So 3.5 years later, if you're asking people to choose a side, Team Harry and Meghan or the royals, well, the Hollywood elites are going to choose the royal family. Pure and simple, because they're not going to gain anything by backing a losing horse, Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan have lost all of their star quality, all of their power. They're now known as the moochers of Montecito. People see them as a joke. They are toxic. They are literally the new Jussie Smolletts and the Amber Heards. Do you think people like Michelle Obama, Jill Biden, Ivanka Trump, anyone, Hillary Clinton, are going to sit down and do a podcast with Amber Heard or a charity event with Jussie Smollett? No. A-listers and the world leaders are aligning themselves with people of prestige, people of power, people with a real platform, and that would be the royal family. Harry and Meghan have absolutely nothing to offer anybody in Hollywood or the world leaders. They have literally lost the plot. They have given up a huge world platform and settled to be C-list celebrities in Hollywood. They've given up everything for nothing. For Mama to get a Netflix deal that is pretty much hanging on by a thread. The problem is, you have Harry and Meghan who think they have that Princess Diana magic, which they did before they effed it up. And then you have William and Kate, who I call the rock star royals. They command respect, attention. People flock to the royal family. So the world leaders of the world, the Hollywood elites, if they had a choice to attend an event with William and Catherine or Harry and Meghan, who do you think they're going to pick? It most certainly is not going to be Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan have not only messed up one platform, but they've messed up two. So the mistake that Meghan Markle made was that she never took to the royal life. She never actually became royal. She never became a duchess. Yes, on paper, she became a duchess when the Queen gifted her the Duchess of Sussex title and when she married Prince Harry. However, she never left the mindset of being a showgirl. It is literally the prince and the showgirl. Prince Harry has never quite gotten over being a royal prince. He is a prince out of water. He is very lost, confused, and miserable in California. And Meghan Markle went into the royal family like a C-level showgirl trying to be an A-list actress. She never went into the royal family to become an actual duchess, an actual royal. She has absolutely no class. Nothing regal about Meghan Markle. She has definitely reverted herself back to her C-level actress, showgirl wannabe. So now she's running around Hollywood with this Duchess title, but it means absolutely nothing to anyone in Hollywood because it's attached to someone who is likened to Amber Heard. It's like if Amber Heard became a lady or a countess, it wouldn't help her career or make people like her any better than they do now. So Meghan Markle has cheapened the Duchess title because she never actually became a royal. If you look at someone like Catherine, she was born into an upper middle class family. She dated Prince William for 8 years. You see the evolution of Catherine after she got engaged, after she got married. She was a royal duchess for 11 years. She went through the training, the same training that Meghan Markle supposedly was supposed to take, and she embodied learning from the Queen, learning the ropes, working as a duchess, and now she has what I call Queen energy. When you look at Catherine, she looks regal. She looks royal. You would think she was born into a royal family. You would never believe she came from an upper middle class family because Catherine has embodied what it's like to be a royal. She has spent 12 years serving the royal family as a duchess. She is now the Princess of Wales and a future queen in the making. You look at Meghan Markle, who was there for 18 months, did 72 engagements. If you look at the way she conducts herself, the way she dresses, the way she acts, she doesn't have any class. There's nothing royal or regal about her. She literally is the Walmart Wallace, okay? She is the Walmart version of royalty. So Hollywood is looking at her drinking out of baby bottles on the Ellen show, looking like a literal showgirl representing Hertz as she showed up to get that award. She looked awful. And when you see the way that Meghan Markle holds herself, the way that she dresses, she's dressing like a desperate C-level showgirl. She does not dress like a duchess, especially when she wore that red dress at the Intrepid. You guys, it looked like something a high school girl in home ec would sew. It was hideous. The fact that she had a team of like 3 or 4 people actually measuring it to her body is embarrassing. I thought she got the dress off the rack, but the fact they made it for her is awful. It looked like a home ec project. It looked like she had this puffy looking inverted nipple or some kind of cinnamon bun at the front of her gown. It was all bunchy, and then it was like super tight at the back with these really tiny spaghetti strings that was not flattering. Then she had that huge bustle that added 20 pounds to her backside. Not to be mean, but seriously, does nobody have a mirror? Does nobody say, hey, Meghan, that's not a flattering look? This is what happened when two narcissistic people surround themselves with yes people. They don't care as long as they're getting paid. They're just going to do whatever you tell them to do. They're going to be, yep, Meghan, you look great. Wonderful. Do I get paid today? Awesome. Good luck. Have fun. They don't care. And you can tell because every time she walks out the house, she looks hideous in very expensive gowns. Then you look at Catherine, who literally rented a dress the color of a green screen and still looked impeccable. Meghan Markle had a team of people design and sew that gown, and it still looked awful. How does that happen? Because Meghan Markle does not embody the royal rock star essence. She is just a wannabe thirsty showgirl, and she's never going to get out of that mindset. That is why nobody in Hollywood wants anything to do with the prince and the showgirl. They're not interesting anymore. So if you ask people to pick a side, they're going to pick the winning horse in the race. The royal family has prestige, they have power, they have a huge platform, and they are seen as superstars. They're interesting, they're different, they're royals. Harry and Meghan don't have any of that magic fairy dust. They're an embarrassment. People call them lazy grifters. They're not worth the time, the energy, the money. And word on the street is they're a bad investment. So nobody wants to invest any money or time in Harry and Meghan. So in my opinion, the Hollywood honeymoon is 100% over for Harry and Meghan. And if the A-listers of Hollywood have to choose, they are definitely betting on the crown because, as you know, the crown always wins. Well, that's all the royal news that I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think of today's video. Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.